For this iMovie lesson, you need to go ahead and take at least 2, maybe 3 short videos from either around campus, of your friends, or in the classroom. Those should be taken on your iPad so that they show up in your library of videos and photos. When you open iMovie, at the bottom, you'll see 3 options. The Magic Movie is basically making and editing a movie for you. And since this is art class, we're not choosing that option. You want the movie option to the right. As soon as you do that, it's going to suggest you choose one of your videos or pictures. Go ahead and grab the ones you want to use by clicking on them and then hit the button at the bottom there, and it should enter them right into iMovie. You can scroll back and forth over those clips that you just inserted. Mine's of my chicken coop area, and then I've got a video of my dog that I took. In the top corner, you see that cog on the top right. When you click on that, it gives you some fast, basic options. You can change the filter. You can do the fade from black and fade to black at the beginning and end of an entire film, which is kind of a nice feature. When you click the plus button at the top, you've got all your media. So you've got all your videos that you've ever taken. You've got photos that you might have taken. Photos can be handy because you can make something like a slideshow, or maybe you want to insert an image to illustrate a point. Like, I'd like to insert a color wheel to show my students what I'm talking about. That's where you're going to grab that stuff. While you're in that little plus icon at the bottom, you'll see the word audio. When you click on that, you've got all these options provided by iMovie, including those soundtracks. You can add sound effects. Maybe I want to add an applause sequence happening at the end. So if I select something like applause, hit the plus sign there, and it's going to go ahead and drop into the bottom portion of your movie reel. So I've got that applause soundtrack added in there, but maybe it's not in a place that I want it to be. So you can go ahead and poke it. When you select it, it should have a yellow box around it. That gives you the option to move it around. You can drag it left, right. You can even shorten it and stick it where you want it in your film. Go ahead and play with those soundtrack options. Now, notice that my movie reel, it's really long. It's hard to see everything at once, figure out where I am. Take your fingers, just like you would on your phone with a camera, and you can pinch and zoom to shorten what you're seeing there. You haven't changed the film at all, but you're making it easier for yourself to either get in and edit small details, or maybe see a bigger picture so you make it smaller and you can see kind of everything you have at once. When you click on a film frame, it should have a yellow box around it. Options are going to show up at the bottom. At the bottom, that one that looks like a little speedometer is going to allow you to slow down the movie clip or make it way faster, useful when you're doing a how-to tutorial. The next thing over is the sound button. Sometimes you need to adjust the volume. And then you've got titles. Go ahead and play around with titles. They give you all these standard options. Once you choose something that says title text here, you need to edit that, make it say what you want to see. And then go ahead and hit the play button again so you can see how it actually works in your clip, how it sort of fades in or whatever the effect is. And then the last one down there is the filters. That one is just a fun one. You can change it to look like a comic book or have some really bright colors to it. So play around with your filters option. And the bottom left button is your actions button. The most important thing I actually find in there is the split feature. When you're on one of your video clips, you've got it highlighted yellow and you hit split, it breaks it into 2 boxes. This is handy if you made a mistake when you were doing your video. You can delete a portion of it. You can choose only one portion then to go speed up when you go back to your other speed adjustment settings. So that actions button is really important. You might also duplicate some part. You think it's funny and you want to hit it on repeat for your video style. Important button at the bottom left. Have fun. Create a silly short video for me that demonstrates that you have tried all those features that we just went over.